going to stop them. And we've been talking about this for years over this network, and we are going to win. Maybe very painful. Maybe we'll get lucky and it won't be. But you got to plan on pain, and you got to stick your neck out. You got to start talking about these things. 100 people, one of them's going to listen, but that's okay. You got one more person who's now informed, who's listening to Alex and other programs and getting on the internet and finding out what's going on. This is a crusade, and we're going to win it.
This is pure torture that I've got to go get on the plane and can't be here live. I'll be on my iPad on the iPhone app listening to it as I drive to the airport. Then as I get my genitals grubbed, we'll see if they try that. These are the people worldwide calling for the police state. And by the way, folks, you know I'm anti-drug. That was an analogy earlier about being high as a kite off the excitement. I am almost unable to talk right now in the anticipation of what's about to happen. And I understand we have no future if we don't beat these people. Every day I look at my kids, and it makes me sad but also enraged at these globalists. I mean, they are putting poisons in our food and water, the GMO. I got all their documents. I published them. They're criminals, and I want to beat them. I don't want gold, diamonds, palaces, power, helicopters, status. I can care less. I want freedom, and I have a mad desire to destroy the globalist. And that's just an instinct of a man to protect his family and his culture. And I know that's the instinct Bob Chapman has. We'll get Bob's take on what I just said straight ahead. And then we take you live to Bilderberg. You know why you get excited when your football team wins and you feel that adrenaline rush? Because at a tribal level, you're seeing that as your warriors defeating the enemy. Because if your warriors don't defeat the enemy's going to come, take your women and children and kill you and take them into slavery. So you have this, well, see, folks, I actually understand my instincts. I understand archetypes, and I understand this victory we're having is so huge. You'll want to stay with us. Giant breaking information coming up in the next segment. I'm going to announce it in the next segment. Something even bigger just happened. Let's go to Bob Chapman. Bob, I want to give people a general history of the Bilderberg Group from your research. Why are they the enemy? Why should we care they're meeting in secret? Bob Chapman, for the last 4 minutes of this segment, you have the floor.
Their history goes back 1,000 years that we know of. The Bilderberger meeting was first in Holland, put on by the Queen and her father, Prince Bernhard, who happens to have been an SS officer. And that was at the Bilderberger Hotel. I believe it was either 1952 or 1954. And each year they've evolved and had their, quote, secret meetings, which are no longer secret. And, fellows like Jim Tucker, who I have known and known of for years, we've kind of followed the same general path. And he's put a tremendous amount of work into this. I've been reporting for really a shorter time than he has. And it must be, because it is for me, a great feeling to see this happen. I know you, Alex, are giddy over the success that these people have brought us by pushing the things too far.
It's like watching one of their main capital ships blow up. Folks, politically, they are being exposed as the criminals they are. We're pulling them down. They're no longer these gods up on Mount Olympus with their little queen, crowns to impress us. This is the spirit of 1776, and I just watched one of their main capital ships. This is very embarrassing for them. Blow up, and every month we gain more momentum on them. I mean, do you agree this is like the battleship Yamamoto blowing up?
A seminal event, there's no question. And you've got all these other small events going on. The arguments that are going on, the Dominic Strauss-Kahn episode within, we'll call them the Bilderberger Group. There's dissension.
He wanted to decide with China. He wanted to decide with China and Europe teaming up with them. This may be one of the most important Bilderbergs ever, where you got the Chi-Coms who have never been there. It's usually only Europeans. A few Arabs might be let in. I mean, this is off the charts to have the Americans and the Europeans allowing a top government minister and their top economic advisor into there. What does that signify, Bob?
It signifies that they have to be included. The Europeans, at least some of them, want to work with the Chinese in a very positive way. The Americans really don't want to, and they're in debt to them, which makes it even worse. And then the Chinese are coming out and saying, America's broke. They're bankrupt. They're not going to service their debt. And the Chinese are right. I mean, this is about truth. And that's what they're saying. We opened the door for them, and they came in. They knew that there would be a price that they'd have to pay in order to get most favored nation treatment, be allowed to be in WTO, and then create the tremendous edifice of manufacturing that they have.
Yeah, the globalists thought they were co-opting the Chinese, but the Chinese are long-term players. They're going to find out the opposite.
And that's a very, very good point. Long-term players. They are the ones that always win. And Washington and London have been, at least in the last 10 or 15 years, short-term players.
And Bob, you and you've been fighting the globalists 50 years. We're long-term players, and that's why we're bearing fruit. God bless you. See you next week. I'm glad you could be here to share this with us.
Have a great trip. Bye-bye, Alex.
Bob, you're great. I could hear his voice crack. He's so excited. Okay, we have Member of Parliament, Lucas Ryman. They're waiting for Dominic Betting, who's the Ron Paul of Switzerland, to arrive with another Member of Parliament. Betting has said, and we've talked to folks that have talked to him, that he was going to march on that. And when we talked to Lucas Ryman, he's aware of that. They're going to go look for him now. He's supposed to be there, but they have to drive through the mountains to get there. The word is the police in the past have shut down highways and trains. So we don't know if he's going to be able to. I mean, they're desperate to stop what's about to happen. Doesn't matter. The big protest is tomorrow, Saturday, high noon. So it's just ongoing. It goes through Sunday. It's on. But Paul Watson, the police chief of the local state, or the town, came and visited with you guys there, and you've got breaking news of what the police chief told you.
Yeah, that's correct, Alex. We were speaking again to Dominic of We Are Change Switzerland, and he said that the chief of police over the whole Bilderberg security operation actually visited this event that we're at now. It's shortly up the hill from the Bilderberg Hotel. It's a speaking event with music and interviews. And the chief of police visited. He's now left, but he said he stands with us. He supports our message against the Bilderberg group, and he was sending that message that he supports us against the Bilderberg group.
All right, we're going to talk to him in just a moment, then he's leaving to go find Dominic Betting. But whatever you do, stay with the members of Parliament. At least, I'm told, of the 3, 2 are going to go up. We need to get that on tape and document this and see what happens. But get out there. Don't miss this. Go ahead and a good job. Hand the phone over to Lucas Ryman, who is, of course, a member of the Swiss Parliament opposing the New World Order. And he's the part of the biggest party, the majority party that rules for the people of Switzerland. Mr. Ryman, thank you for joining us.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Ryman, good to talk to you. I know you're about to go. Do we know when Dominic Betting, Member of Parliament, is going to arrive and when he's going up to the front gate?
I have no idea. They told me he's in the train between Zurich and here, and he should be here in one and a half hour, but I'm not sure about that.
Now, sir, we saw a lot of years during Davos, they will shut trains down to completely to block protesters getting there. Would it be unprecedented for them to try to block the Member of Parliament getting there?
Yeah, I've heard that yesterday night a member of the European Parliament from Italy tried to get into the Bilderberg conference, to get to the Subretta Hotel, and they pushed him down. His nose was bleeding. And
what? Wait. EU Parliament. That's the ministers from the countries that are part of the EU. What is that in the Swiss papers? That because I know that prominent Italian, I forget his name, has spoken out against Bilderberg. He's an older gentleman. We'll look up his name, guys. If you search right now, Italian member of EU Parliament speaks out against Bilderberg, it'll pull him up. Do you have his name, sir? You just learned this?
I don't know his name. I don't have internet here, but in the Swiss online newspapers, his name is written now. He's from the party Lega North in Italy.
Party League of the North? You know what? We'll go to Dominic in a moment if he can answer the questions for us. Jaron, I couldn't hear through the window if you want to come tell me.
That will be great, yes.
Well, sirs. Mario Borgozzi? Yeah, it's Mario.
Mario Borgozzi, yes, Mario Borgozzi.
Tell us, so Swiss.info is reporting that Mario Borgozzi, member of the EU Parliament, was shoved into the ground and his nose bloodied. It's on. That's what's the great part about InfoWars. Once they get physical, then everybody starts really getting how serious it is. Tell us what the Swiss News is reporting. Member of EU Parliament assaulted by Bilderberg thugs.
All the Swiss News are writing that these parliamentarians from the European Parliament tried to get into the Hotel Sofretta to join the Bilderberg meeting, and then the policeman pushed him down. The nose was bleeding, and it's unbelievable.
Sensational! That's going to really blow up in the Bilderberg group's face. The Tree of Liberty, you know what waters it. Oh my gosh, you're saying this is all over the Swiss News. We'll get it translated. This is showing how we didn't even know this happened last night, and we're just now learning this is off the charts, hardcore. You think it's big the Swiss Parliament's about to march on them. So you're saying members. Do we know how many members of the EU Parliament went and had was it the security people or Swiss police that assaulted them?
We don't know yet. We try to get more information about that, but we also said we should try it also, Swiss parliamentarians, to get in.
We've also got a bunch of reporters that have told us off air, multiple reporters, that some of the Bilderbergs appear to be evacuating, especially them. They may be evacuating the women because of the march on Bilderberg tomorrow, and that there's quite a few helicopters, and that the Bilderbergs may be fleeing. Sir, do you know anything? Oh, there it is, Switzerland, beaten by guards and arrested. Holy mackerel! It's big mainstream news. Get Kurt in here now. We got to get this added. Member of EU Parliament assaulted. Holy mackerel! I mean, this is going to be huge. You know what? This is going to backfire on them, is it not?
Yeah, it's true.
I am beside myself right now, sir. We're going to take my car to the airport. We're taking mine. Okay, sir, anything else you can tell us? What a bombshell you just dropped on us. The EU Parliament marched and was bloodied by their masters. Anything else, member of Parliament from Switzerland?
I didn't understand that now.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Ryman. This is our football. We're pretty excited about this because this is really going to hurt the Bilderberg group. It's on. Mr. Ryman, you guys get out there, have your march. Let's see if they will dare bloody your nose. It's obvious in solidarity. You need to go question the police and find out. Are you getting ready to do that? We'd like to.
I will do that, and you pay me the hospital.
Well, you know what? Well, what if they break your neck? You know what? I mean, yeah, if it's just a broken nose, I'll pay for it, sure. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Listen. This is history, my friend. I wish I was there with you. I'd give my pinky, my arm almost. I mean, I know the other guys are about to march. We got to get you in there. So, I mean, I know the other member.
When my two other friends from my party, the other members from the Swiss Parliament will arrive here, I will talk to them, and then we will try to do that. But I'm not sure if that will be good.
Well, no, don't let this intimidation work. Dominic Betting, your leader, has already said he's going to do it on record. So you're going. Okay. You're committed. You're a man. You're a red-blooded liberty lover. You haven't done anything wrong. You're going to go.
That's true.
Look, I'll guarantee you the EU members tried to force their way in. Just don't force your way in.
You're right. I will follow Dominic Betting. We do that together.
The gauntlet is down now. It's on. All right, you're going to join Dominic Betting. It's on. Even if they block him at the train station, you've got to go in, sir. We salute you. We thank you. Will you please hand the phone back to Paul Joseph Watson?
Okay, thanks to you. And when you say that, we do that. We listen to you.
All right, you are just unbelievable. You are incredible. Woo, yeah. Let me give you a war growl out there, and I'll just send some love to you in Switzerland. Thank you, sir. Please give the phone to Paul Watson. I am ready. Man, I wish I was there.